Hey YouTube, it's me again, to be a smaller me, or Angelique, and this one's going to be my weekly update for my VSG topic channel, whatever. I'm 28, 2 kids, pregnant with my third, and I'm looking to have the vertical sleeve gastrectomy 4 to 5 months, hopefully after I deliver. And my weight for this week, it had gone up, but I'm back down to 331.2, and some of that was, as I talked about in my other video, a lot of swelling, a lot of water weight, and then just some bad decisions that I started doing what I needed to do, and stopped overeating, basically, and now I need to get back in some more water, and I should be good to go. I do need to do my lab work, but since I'd been having some high blood pressure issues, and the whole point of the lab work was to get my stats when my blood pressure's low, I didn't do that, so that's one of my goals for this week. But I wanted to talk about visualization. And then, I've got a friend who, one of the ones that I had told you in one of the earlier videos, was on the fence, but now he's coming around. He just went to New York, and he was looking to get married while up there. And as far as I understand, they're not getting married. They decided to wait a year so that they could save up, and they could plan, and they could do what they wanted to do instead of just rushing into it. And I kind of hope that's the case, because I really wanted to be there. But that part's not the important part. I'm happy for him either way. Anyway, so he mentioned that if he waits the year or so to get married, that I should be able to go up. And he wasn't just talking, at first he was talking about money, like, oh, okay, you can save to go up. But then he said, somehow in reference it was talking to, and after your surgery, you won't have to worry about sitting on a plane. And so that was really cool, because I'm starting to see that as I keep talking about it in the future tense, or like just more with confidence, like after the surgery I'm going to, after the surgery I won't have to, blah blah blah. And so it's kind of rubbing off on him. He's like, yeah, after your surgery you'll be able to go, you won't have a problem with riding on a plane or driving or whatever. I said, no, I want to be on a plane. So he said, okay. So yeah, that was kind of neat. And then, I don't know, I've just been watching some more videos, and it is Serene 1985. She's the one that I kind of like pick people who've been updating, and I'll start at the beginning, and then I'll go all the way through up to present day. So I'll kind of catch up. And just watching her as after she finally got to that surgery point, and where I am now, I think I'm like 18 weeks post-op, and she looks amazing, and it's only been 18 weeks. Like, that's how long I've been pregnant, 17 weeks more or less. So I can't even imagine just dropping that much weight in that amount of time. That's pretty crazy. So it's helped me, because she started out about where I'm expecting to be once I deliver. So I know everybody's different, but it's just really neat to have somebody that I feel like I can relate to size-wise, because sometimes I'll watch videos with people who, maybe started out at 200 pounds or under. Like, I saw one just recently where she's like, I started at 206 pounds and I got down to 120, and I'm thinking, that's great. Like, I'm not trying to belittle their progress, because that's fantastic. That's still like 80 pounds. But I have more to go than that. So it helps for me to be able to relate to someone who's lost more weight. Anyway, so that's one thing. So I've been working on visualization. Another thing is trying to prepare. About a day or two after, I think, like my last video, I got an email, and I'm going to try and make sure that I'm not breaking any laws or anything, because I signed like a non-disclosure agreement electronically. But I found out I was accepted for the Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn beta test. I had applied on PS3, the PlayStation 3, and for those of you who don't know me, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this, I am a gamer. My husband and I love video games. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I met one friend in particular who I still talk to, a couple friends actually, who I still talk to, playing this online MMORPG. It's a mass multiplayer online role-playing game. So, for anybody who hears video games or computer games, you'll hear like World of Warcraft. I've never been a World of Warcraft person. I'm sure I probably would have liked it, but Final Fantasy had my heart first, and that's who I go to. So it was just amazing news to get that I was accepted to the beta test. And beta test for the first weekend was 48 hours. Beta test for the second weekend, which was this past Friday and Saturday, another 48-hour block. And I'm not gonna lie, just 48 hours. I didn't do much. I slept, I ate, I played. I figured I had to do my duty to give my feedback and stuff. Yeah. But those games, you can easily spend 5-6 hours sitting there doing quests or whatever, and you don't notice the time flying by. You notice that you're kind of hungry again, so you feed yourself, you feed your kids are playing, you're happy, they're happy, you're happy, hey, it's great. So, you know, it's dangerous, because I am going to buy the game. I am going to, it's a subscription thing. I am going to pay for the subscription, so I'm going to want to get the most for my money. But at the same time, I think I'm going to put my husband and I on some kind of activity, not regimen, but just like a pay scale. So for as much time as we are active, we'll earn a certain amount of game time, and I think that's going to transfer over to our kids too. If they want to play video games like mommy and daddy, we have no problem. We love that. We want them to enjoy what we enjoy. Any parent would. But we don't want what happened to us to happen to them, because my husband and I both have struggled with our weight our whole lives. So, activity first, game time later. If you don't have time for both, then you need to pick one, and since the activity comes first, that's what you've got to do. So, going to be doing that. But yeah, I think that covers most of what I really wanted to talk about. I talked in my other video, and you can go back and see it. I think I titled it Forgetting I'm Fat and Pregnant. Because I've just noticed, like, even today, I don't know if you can, this shirt, yeah, wow, I got it and put it on because I've gotten a lot of compliments on this shirt, but when I'm sitting like this, I just look like this landslide of fat. It's not as flattering as I've thought that it was. And it's realizations like that, like, I don't like the way I look in clothes, and I don't like the fact that, part of it comes with the pregnancy too, but I don't like that I don't like to bend, to fold my stomach. I don't, and once this baby gets to a certain size, I remember there won't be any folding of the stomach. I'll have to do the lean to put the shoes on, and the lean to tie them, and resort to flip-flops if I don't feel like doing it or whatever. But I'm tired of being uncomfortable, and it's really frustrating when my weight ends up affecting my health. And I think that's the scariest part of all of this, is that I'm realizing as I watch videos of other people's lives, and as I try to live my own, and go through the day-to-day, I'm realizing how much I can't do the same, or at least even up to what I thought I could do, if that makes any sense. I used to be able to cook and clean up and do all of that, and cook a whole day's worth of food and be fine. And if I needed to do it again the next day, I might be tired, but that would be the end of it. And this past weekend when I tried that, didn't happen. It literally kicked me on my butt, and that's not okay. So my goals for this coming week, definitely to get those labs done, because my appointment's on Friday. So I have to get the labs done for blood work, and now that my ankles are back to normal, yay, let's keep them that way. I think the blood pressure should be fine enough for me to do those labs. And then the 24-hour urine analysis. So just pray for me that everything goes fine and comes back normal, and that I don't have gestational diabetes, because I do check my blood sugar if I feel funny. My husband's a diabetic, as I've mentioned, so I'm aware of what would need to change, but I just really don't want to add more complications to the fact that, I'm already dealing with being 200 pounds overweight and pregnant, so. But yeah, and then hopefully I got my activity in last week and it kicked me on my butt, so I'm going to try and tone it down and try to be active another, 3-4 days, but smaller amounts of time to work myself up to where I need to be, because the activity isn't going to do me any good if, let's say, I am on my feet all day being active, and then the next 2 days I have to recover. It's not worth it. So, not to mention the risks that I could be putting on my baby, and that's not okay. So, yeah, I'll end it here. Goals for next week: labs. Well, I'll have to have those done. Be active within reason, and try and remember that I'm pregnant, and it's okay to just do little bits at a time as long as I'm trying. And I should have a video for you by the 30th. I'm going to shoot for that. So we'll see if I've got another beta test this weekend, and I'll tell you how activity versus beta test went. So take care, guys. Have a good week.